My mom is a malignant covert narcissist, and she could never sustain healthy relationships. She never had like a true friend outside of a controlled environment like work. Because narcissists, they don't do real intimacy. My mom is very much aware who she is and what she can give. Real closeness would expose her inner emptiness and her lack of empathy. Narcissists can't be real, so they can't have real. She maintains surface level relationships. She can perform and control the image. That's why she doesn't go out and build bonds with anyone. It's all transactional, it's all image based. It seemed like growing up, my mom cared more about her sisters and her siblings than she did her own daughter. Constantly talking about them. She did this. She did this to me. Narcissistic mothers treat siblings like an extension of themselves. Almost like they're still in childhood drama, trying to like prove something to their siblings. And if her sisters don't give her the admiration that she wants or the obedience that she expects, she'll feel rejected and resentful towards them. Then she'll play the victim, especially if she feels used. I brought it to her attention once, like maybe you hurt your sibling. Maybe you hurt her. I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to know if I hurt her. That's just ignorance on her part, which is a choice to stay emotionally disconnected. She never feels guilt, never takes responsibility, and never changes. That's why she never cared when she hurt me. She has an unwillingness to grow and reflect, and she has no empathy. She'll complain, gossip, shift the blame all day long. The moment I held up a mirror to her, she shuts it down. Don't make me look at myself again. Anytime I called out my mom for the emotional abuse that she does and allowed from not just her, but people in the house that I was in, and held up that mirror, I got rage. I was gaslit. I was blamed. Mom projected all of her unresolved wounds onto me. When I started waking up to her patterns, my mom completely turned on me and started emotionally abusing me like 10 times worse than she ever has. Mom doesn't see how her behavior contributes to her own isolation. She blames everybody else. Can't do real relationships if there's no accountability, if there's no empathy in the relationship. Relationships cannot grow or happen. That's why she pushed me away, and that's always going to be her deepest failure, because I was like the only one who offered that real love and real connection to her. She ruined it with control, with jealousy, and with ego. My mom's siblings are part of her image and her story. She sees them in a controlling and competitive way. Siblings are a part of her identity that she clings to. It's familiar. But with siblings, she can play the better sister role, the martyr, the victim, the giver, whatever role suits her ego. But with me, her daughter, I was her mirror. I always felt like my mom competed with me and saw me as a threat, instead of actually cheering me on, having my back. I got a lot of criticism. When I grew into my own voice and my own beauty, she started seeing me as a threat. Meanwhile, siblings, there's no threat, so they get fake warmth. And when those siblings don't want anything to do with her or take advantage of her, she spirals. I spent years trying to earn something that was never about me in the first place. I offered her real love, and she couldn't meet me there, which is why she rejected me, instead of facing the inadequacy within herself, where she doesn't grow, and try to convince herself that it's my fault. She resented me for having needs, resented me for having any feelings, resenting me for even feeling pain from her or her sons or her husband or anyone. She resented me for being emotionally deep because it exposed her shallowness. She resented my empathy because it revealed her lack of it. Resented my ability to love because she couldn't match it. Rather just admit that to herself and own it. Tries to make you feel like you're just too much. You're just too needy. No, I'm not needy for wanting a connection. She failed me, not because I was broken or too much. It's because I'm whole in ways she could never be. That's why she clung to relationships that never challenged her emotionally. It didn't require her to show up with real heart. Clung to my brother. She clung to her siblings. But me? I offered her the one thing that she lacked. Instead of receiving it, she tried to destroy it. My ability to feel love, that's power.